Good evening and welcome to St. George's Technical High School for tonight's Blue Hen Conference matchup between the William Penn Colonials and your Hawks. St. George's and the Delaware Interscholastic Athletic Association are committed to fostering sportsmanship and ensuring a positive environment for all. We ask that you show respect for the players, coaches, officials, and your fellow spectators at all times. Safety is our #1 priority for our student athletes. Spectators entering the court during play is strictly prohibited. Please be advised that anyone who steps onto the mat will be immediately removed from the venue and may be subject to legal action. Thank you for your cooperation in promoting a safe and respectful game atmosphere. And enjoy the match! And now, here are tonight's matchups. At 106 for St. George's, Cameron Bennett. And for William Penn, Julian Phillips. At 113 for St. George's, Frank Zatowski. And for William Penn, Adrian Austin. At 120 for St. George's, Billy Perna. And for William Penn, Leslie Bush. At 126 for St. George's, John Thane. And for William Penn, Leslie Washington. At 132 for St. George's, Albert Weissmiller. And for William Penn, Kawan Hollins. At 138 for St. George's, Rusty Lloyd. And for William Penn, Alex Torres. At 144 for St. George's, Bam Cordell. And for William Penn, either Christian Smith or Mackay Pritchett. At 150 for St. George's, Jaden Gunter. And for William Penn, Jameer Ross. At 157 for St. George's, Braden Talley. And for William Penn, Justin Coleman. 165 for St. George's, Ezra Reyes. And for William Penn, Kamar Miller. 175 for St. George's, Maddox Shoup. And for William Penn, Aiden Elliott. At 190 for St. George's, Aiden Dawson. And for William Penn, Jaden Tyler. At 215 for St. George's, Nasir Batson. And for William Penn, Matthew Fisher. And at 285 for St. George's, Jaleel Saddles. And for William Penn, David Miller. William Penn is coached by head coach Joe Arangelo and assistant coach Bijan Banks. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the playing of our national anthem?
And welcome inside 302 Sports. Nick Alessandrini alongside Josh DeFilippis, and we are back with some Delaware wrestling, and this time for a Blue Hen Conference Championship. We've got the St. George's Hawks and the William Penn Colonials, a matchup, Josh, that over the past couple years has decided that Blue Hen Conference. And here we are yet again, this time down in the Middletown area at the home of the Hawks, but no different. The Blue Hen Championship still on the line tonight.
Nick, I've had this night circled since the beginning of the season, and so far, listen, we've made it through complete JV matchup. Both teams had full JVs. The crowd is electric. I'm skipping my daughter's senior night to be here, and I got to be honest, I'd skip the birth of her for this tonight. I'd go back in time and skip the birth of my daughter for tonight, Nick. That's how excited I am.
Well, Josh, I'm thrilled to have you with me as we are now getting ready. Starting lineups are through, and it looks like we're getting started tonight, Josh, at 126 pounds. And it looks like throwing out for William Penn will be Zion Lewis. And he's going to take on the sophomore from St. George's, John Fain, coming in with a record of 27-18. So it is that time. Here we go, starting tonight's duel at 126 pounds. And as you mentioned, Josh, going to be a fun one. It's always a little bit chippy, a lot of passion. It's always close between these two teams. The gym is filled. It's going to be a fun one.
Whatever they use to measure earthquakes with, we should get one in here tonight, because I feel like this place is going to be rocking from start to finish, Nick. Start to finish. Electric.
I'm going to have to see if I can see the keys on the laptop as we are underway. Fain and Lewis.
Nice low single there. Quick takedown for Fain.
And St. George is on the board first. Here in the opening period, 3-1 after the escape by Lewis.
I'd like to see Fain set that up a little better.
Under the lights here in the darked out gym at St. George's. As we have some hand fighting here, 1:18 and ticking, first period.
Lewis has got a front headlock here. He's looking to score, really. I mean, if he's a little heavier on that head, maybe he could get some points there.
Fain trying to maybe go with a little inverted headlock here, but the whizzer hard down. Lewis trying to end up here on top. Lewis. He's got a chance. Let's see a little scramble action here on the far side of the mat. And that's going to be 2 for Lewis, or excuse me, 3 from getting there, Josh. 3 for Lewis.
Wake up, Nick.
And then quickly escaping to tie things back up at 4.
Another low leg attack here. He's going to isolate that right leg of Lewis and get a takedown there as Fain.
And we've already got action here. We're off and rolling at 126 pounds. First match tonight in the dual meet between William Penn and St. George's. Winner, of course, will be your Blue Hen Conference champions. And
hazard
now looking for a little hazard, looking for some back points here. Lewis trying to keep those shoulders off the mat. And now Fain, I'm not sure, able to get him short time. Not going to get any backs that time, Josh. And a very entertaining first period ends. The difference there, Fain's last takedown, he's got a 7-4 lead.
Listen, a lot of energy early on, and I think it's going to be, I think both coaches have their guys ready to go, ready to roll here. Fain is a big fan of those low leg attacks.
And neutral to start here in period 2. And they take off about 5 seconds before they head back to the center of the mat. St. George's coming in, as you know, Josh, led by Dave Williams. 14-4 is their record here this season. William Penn, the Colonials, led, of course, as you also know, John Arcangelo, 6-2. William Penn, a tough schedule, able to win a good amount here this year, coming in your 302 Sports rankings as the 3rd-ranked team in your Division I rankings.
Nice throw there by Fain.
Oh,
no
close
takedown
there. Feet looked like they were close to the line there. Josh, what'd you see?
Well, I saw that as well, but there must be a ruling if the feet leave the mat. Like, yes, inbounds, but feet were up off the mat. I don't know. I've seen that call a few times. I'm not one to argue with a referee, Nick. Never.
Absolutely not. As our referee, Clint Ferrazzo back out there for us tonight. A stall call there against Lewis here with 1:15 to go, period 2. Now Fain again trying to bring him over top. Lewis, though, trying to slip that head out here, center of the mat.
God, looks like a minute left. Yeah, all right, he's able to circle up. Held on to that headlock there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're about to spew. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, he's gone.
And Zion Lewis.
Oh, wow.
When you look at the record here, Josh Lewis, of course, having to go over to the side, just coming in with a varsity record of 0-2, so a little bit new into the mix here as a varsity wrestler. And again, as you and I both know, the hardest 6 minutes in all of sports. So again, with that type of stamina, maybe trying to, of course, build back up there. And we've seen it, a lot of strength being used by these two guys here back and forth in the first period and a half. And, of course, that'll take a lot out of you.
You know, so we get down to the stretch, the final stretch of the season here, and this is when, you know, you're going to tap some guys that maybe don't wrestle all year, right? I don't know, Lewis, an 0-2 record, though, kind of tells me that he doesn't get a lot of action in dual meets, varsity action, you know? So,
That's right.
But if you want to win these matches, if you want to win a state title, you're going to need guys to step up who don't necessarily get a lot of action, right? I mean, this is
No
plug
doubt.
a JV guy in to steal a pin,
Exactly.
or maybe to not get pinned.
Exactly.
right?
Avoid the bonus play. There's a whole bunch of you are absolutely right. There are a whole bunch of different things here. It is not just about the names that you maybe hear every day. In fact, most of the time it isn't.
Yeah, somebody's going to step up, and you know Lewis is being tapped with that here as Fain gets another low single as he stands up here.
Looking for the back trip now, going to switch to 2. And the takedown, that's 3 here for Fain. 3 more now, looking for the step lift.
Staying low here as Lewis looks for a switch attempt of some sort here.
And Lewis already 1 stall call, just something to be aware of as we progress here. 27 seconds and winding, second period.
Lewis looking to scoot and get his hips on top or maybe throw.
How about that from Lewis? Able to leap up and over.
Fain
Got the
still
reversal.
got that back hip. Yeah, there it is.
8 seconds, short time here. Period 2 winding down at 126. Fain trying
Look
to put
at
in some
this.
points before the end of the period.
Wow.
And he does at the buzzer for John Fain.
How many points were scored in the last 25 seconds of that period? That's exciting there. Fain not even thinking about it. He's taking bottom here.
Now, I believe it should be 13-6, not 12-6, unless they gave him a reversal or a takedown. It was a reversal,
Yep,
excuse me.
reversal.
So it was a reversal. How dare I challenge the scores table?
What are
2
you
minutes
doing
on the
over there,
clock
Nick?
here. Third period about to get underway. 12-6 lead for Fain. And he'll start on bottom and quickly trying to get to his feet. Lewis hanging on. And now, Josh, if you're Lewis here and Syed Lewis for William Penn, you're down by 6. You're on top here. Got to try to get a turn or something of that sort.
Well, and again, with an 0-2 record, something's telling me that coach has got him schooled right now on what his job is.
Absolutely.
Definitely don't get pinned, right? And definitely save the team as many points as you can. And
Out of
if that
bounds.
means keep it at 6, keep it at 7, we don't want to give up a major decision here, right? So, you know, the game isn't always win-loss in a dual meet, right? It's
Absolutely. 120 and winding. Third period at 126 pounds. And John Fain looking for another 3, and he's going to get it. A big takedown for the 126-pounder for St. George's.
Fain very aware of the mentality here as he looks to the coach. What do you want me to do, coach? Cut him, ride him? Where do we want to be? Going to get a turn here.
Another hazard.
Yep.
And looking for bonuses, and he's got him. And I think we have another runoff here for Zion Lewis, who called his own timeout there on the floor.
Yeah, he's not doing well.
Again,
There might be a decision that has to be made here. I don't know if you're allowed to. Are you allowed to leave the mat?
Called his own timeout as well. Again, a lot of interesting things here to start
Yeah.
this match at 126 pounds. But in the first period between these two and Lewis and Fain, they were back and forth there. And then Fain obviously getting momentum there in that second period and really carrying that in here into the third period. Now looking at a big lead on our score sheet, 16-6. Should be 16-6 on the scoreboard up top.
Yeah, something happened. It was 16-6, and then something dropped off here. I got a question. Are the refs wearing earpieces and chatting with each other? I think they are.
If so, we've come a long way.
I think they are, and that's fantastic. I love that.
Absolutely.
That's
Gotta
great.
love it. 49 seconds to go. Here we go, picking it back up, third period. John Fain is up and out. And that'll do it. John Fain gets the thing started tonight for the Hawks here at home. The crowd loving it. And St. George's with an early lead.
Well, listen, obviously be excited you win a big match, but this is also, you talk about team points, and you see it time and time again where maybe the excitement goes a little too far sometimes. Not saying that that did, but you see it. A guy comes off, he throws his headgear. Whether it's good or bad, you lose a team point. That can come down to, you know, to hurt you. So keep the emotions in check best you can.
And now that'll take us to 132 pounds. And we'll see if we get Kaquan Holland, the third-ranked wrestler at the weight at 18-8, the senior from William Penn, or Alejandro Flores, who's going to be in the mix here as well. It'll be Albert Westmiller, the sophomore at 18 and 14 for St. George's. So here we go at 132 pounds after the St. George's technical fall, and Holland a quick 2. So Holland versus Albert Westmiller here at 132 pounds, and a 3-1 lead after the takedown and release for Holland.
Holland fighting inside and over top, trying to control that tie. Very aggressive in the center, both guys.
And a stoppage here for the moment.
Both guys very aggressive, trying to control the ties. It does get a little chippy sometimes. I mean, that's not...
As expected, here is Holland caught underneath for the moment.
Nice arm drag there by Holland out from underneath.
Holland controlling things in, almost a minute in to the first period.
Nice dump there, right to Weissmiller's back.
Another takedown picked up for Kaquan Holland. 6-1 lead for him over Weissmiller of St. George's. Now trying to just suck back there. And now keeping control on top. 35 seconds to go, period number 1.
Weissmiller looks, about to say, he looks like he's a little uncomfortable on bottom there, almost like he was setting up to roll, which I think would have been a bad choice. But he was doing a good job building up, and Holland's just all over him right now.
Weissmiller 18 and 14 on the year, Holland 18 and 8. Holland still in that front head position. He's going to neck whip over. And Weissmiller able to use the momentum to roll back. And with short time, that'll take us the end of period number 1. A 6-1 lead for Holland over Weissmiller at 132 pounds.
Very exciting first period. Another one. I think both teams are just itching to get each other right now, man. It's very fun.
Nothing better than a good dual meet, right? It's that time of the year. Team states coming up.
You don't get a lot of it up this way, you know.
That's
like
right,
a lot
here
of
we are. How about us up here now?
Yeah, I mean, this is fun and exciting.
Benny Mitchell gets a lot of the action downstate. And here we are bringing it up a little bit, just a little bit more on the northern side here as we begin second period. 15 seconds in, 6-2 after Weissmiller able to get to his feet. Shot here from Holland. He's in on that leg. Weissmiller trying to get those hips back.
Good laces down here. You can get his feet back just a little more.
Out of front head position.
Dave Williams front headlock right there, buddy.
And looking for the cradle, of course. Almost was there for a moment. Holland able to get those feet backwards. Now with 1:15 and winding. Second period, and now Weissmiller building a little momentum here. But Holland using the edge of the mat to his advantage.
Almost playing possum there, where it seemed like Weissmiller was like, oh, he's done wrestling, and he explodes. I tell you, Holland's doing a great job here controlling both elbows. on the ties, right? Like Weissmiller's kind of inside and controlling that way, but instead of fighting inside, Holland's controlling the elbows, which is allowing him to set up his shot without really being in a.
Now keep an eye on it. We saw some stamina earlier. Holland going to have to keep up the conditioning. Here he is, too, trying to lift in for a big double. Instead, Weissmiller going for the throw. And almost able to use that momentum against Holland. A good recovery from both guys here with 45 seconds in ticking.
Good throw attempt there, but what it did was just reset the position, which was nice. You know, he scrambled back to neutral. Holland was getting really tight around his waist, man. It was getting kind of scary there for him.
And Holland came out with a lot of energy to start this match. Ankle pick opportunity here for Kaquan Holland. Weissmiller gets caught, and a nice job by Holland with the takedown. Weissmiller quickly to his feet and right back into action. 17 seconds in winding. Period 2 coming to a close. Holland leading. Now toward the edge of the mat, 7 seconds to go, winding down. 1 second, that'll do it for the second.
Weissmiller's doing a good job getting to that underhook, but Holland seems really strong. He's really elbowing down hard, and it's hard to get anything going. You see him there towards the end try to throw it, but he's got to get through that strength. It's very strong, is Holland. So.
And we're going to start third period in neutral. And now Holland right to the high crotch, able to go dump him over once more. 12-3 after the third takedown of the match for third-ranked Kaquan Holland. Now trying to lock up a cradle here on top, a minute and a half to go.
If you're Weissmiller, you really want to get to your feet here. I mean, for obvious reasons, you know, that's the goal, but, you know, also the team reasons here.
And these are one of the matches that you alluded to at the top of the broadcast. And you've got a guy like Weissmiller against a top-ranked guy like Holland. You want him to try to fight and save some of those bonus points. And if you're Holland and Coach Arcangelo, you're looking to get those bonus points. Weissmiller trying to make something happen here.
Holland cut the corner really, really good there. That was
quick transition.
Fed the leg into him almost a little bit.
Under a minute to go in the third.
Weissmiller's hanging tough here.
2 pounds.
Sorry, Nick.
No, you're good. 47 seconds far side of the mat here. And we'll head back to the center with a 12-3 score in favor of Holland. And right on that major decision line here. And Weissmiller will go under.
Tough position for Weissmiller. You do a lot of fighting there. You go out of bounds, and you feel like you're neutral. And you know, because of the position you're fighting in, you're not underneath necessarily.
And some confidence here for Holland. Going to let up Weissmiller. So lead to 8, and now Holland confident that he can get a takedown here, or at least stop Weissmiller from doing the same. Little shot fake here. Nice high crotch again. Dumping him over is Holland, and he's feeling it here late, as that's been his go-to. 4th takedown, and now he's in position for the major. Now he wants a little bit more.
Sure.
15-5, looking to lock up another takedown.
Yeah,
Weissmiller trying to roll through, and it's going to be a takedown for him this time. And now with a hard crossface, Weissmiller trying to make something happen here late time. 9 seconds and winding. And this might save a major decision for St. George's, and Weissmiller
not going to get it.
Wow. What a finish, and again, the aggressiveness from Holland, who was taking him down at will there late, tried one more, and it ended up almost backfiring.
Yeah.
But regardless, very impressive win for third-ranked Kaquan Holland. Was phenomenal on his feet in that one.
That was a fantastic match. Holland looked sharp. That dump that's going to be tough to stop. You know it's coming, and it's tough to stop. That's when you know a guy's good at a dump. You know it's coming.
That was my go-to back in the day.
There's so many different ways to kind of get into it. Before you know it, you're on your hip. You're looking like, I don't know.
Now we're going to 138 pounds. And will we get Rusty Lloyd or Bam Cordell here?
Looks like Rusty Lloyd.
And it's going to be Lloyd for Coach Dave Williams and the Hawks.
I could be wrong, though. These St. George's guys all look the same.
Christian Smith, I believe, for William Penn. So getting ready now, team score 5-3, 138 pounds here between St. George's and William Penn. So I believe Christian Smith and Rusty Lloyd getting after it here to start. A quick takedown. All right, so Rusty out to work for St. George's here at 138 pounds.
It looks like Alejandro Flores is the name for Penn, yep.
So Rusty Lloyd off to a good start. Now coming into this one ranked 5th in the state at 138 pounds.
Rusty Lloyd's a guy who is, we talked about him, we've seen a few of his matches dating back to the conferences last year, and I think I make the same comment every time. He's like a backpack on top. There's no space. Before you know it, there's a boot coming in.
And a potentially dangerous here. And now they're going to bring out Coach Arcangelo, the training staff. Our guy Vinny heading out there to check out on Flores, one of the best trainers in the state of Delaware over there for the Colonials.
Standing ovation for trainer Vinny when he walked in today, Nick. And I'm not just saying that. The crowd went wild.
Oh, absolutely right. No matter what gym you go into, it's always a pleasure to see Vinny. And again, one of the best in the business. We'll take a look at Flores here. Stoppage now with 1 minute exactly to go here in period one. A 5-3 team lead for St. George's. It was a tech fall at the beginning for John Fain, and then followed up with Kaquan Holland, a decision. And now here we are at 138 pounds. Started at $126. And a 5-0 lead for Rusty Lloyd. A quick takedown, a few back points, a potentially dangerous. And now here we are set to resume action. Flores on bottom, and here comes Rusty Lloyd. He talked about it, Josh. Fantastic out of top position. And a quick caution here against Flores.
I'm a fan of the cautions. You know, I like guys trying to get a jump on the whistle. You get a couple of them, use them, you know. Use them up.
Lloyd once again trying to sink the boots in. Got one, got two, and now looking for some backs. Flores trying to fight off that second boot. Lloyd now trying to break him down, pressure in top. 40 seconds to go, first period.
Cranking on that arm. What is that, a power half it looks like? Yeah, he's trying to stop it again.
A little high, too.
Yeah. Crowd's going to get a little chippy here, but, I mean, this is all legal. It's all, you know, I mean, Ref Clint Ferrazzo, he's a top guy, right?
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't look like, you know, it doesn't look safe. Your guy's injured. I get it, but, you know.
And Clint, a phenomenal wrestler during his time at Caravel High School. And he's been in some big matches back in his career when the crowd has really got into some of those, if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
So he's been a part of this. He knows how these go. And now Flores down for the moment here. Crowd getting into it. 30 seconds to go, first period. Lloyd still with that 5-0 lead. And again, we'll see if Flores can continue. And it looks like he's going to give it, I believe, one more shot here.
Yeah. I mean, it's
and we both know he's going to see that power half at least one more time the rest of the way.
It's coming. I mean, it's definitely coming. And it's one of those things, Nick, and you've heard this if you've wrestled long enough, you've heard, oh, so because of the second injury time now, Rusty Lloyd gets to choose the position, right? So he's taking bottom. Try to get a point for himself here.
Yeah, a little surprising maybe want to start back on top. Just trying to get the points, though, as you said, Josh. And now 6-0 lead for Lloyd after the escape here. Short time, first period, 13 seconds.
Nice elbow pass there by Lloyd.
3 seconds, winding down. Lloyd trying to dump of his own. He's going to get two at the buzzer. Or excuse me. And a takedown for Rusty Lloyd is going to give him a 9-0 lead after one period of action.
You know, this is important for William Penn. I'm sorry, it's Flores. Is that what we decided?
Yes.
Flores wrestling. Yeah.
Alejandro Flores.
Alejandro Flores, hang in there as long as you can here. You know the power half's coming. It doesn't feel fair. you know, when you're underneath there.
I'm telling you, that's one of the worst things. When you got a guy that's that good on top and
can't get out of it sometimes, man.
Again, maybe you're going up against a guy that might be a little bit better than you in that position. And now this time a caution against Rusty. So also with the movement here, most likely we're going to see at 144 pounds, Bam Cordell against Christian Smith. We'll wait and see potentially that matchup as Lloyd right back double boots.
Lloyd's pushing for a stall call here underneath.
And a $1:40 left in the second period. And it could be a long one for Flores if he's kept under here with this pressure on top from Rusty Lloyd.
There's really no good place to be if you're Flores with a guy like Lloyd on top of you with legs in. I mean, even if he doesn't crank the power half, he could just cross-face you, scrape, you know, it could be a rough time.
And again, you know, you either want to catch those boots immediately off the whistle or you have to stand up immediately off the ground. You have to try something before those boots
I remember Sheldon Thomas kind of teaching the, you know, you can sit,
that's right. You were at the Sheldon Thomas camps back in the day.
Oh, sure,
yeah, I'm
man.
sure I saw you there.
Yeah. But I mean, that was a big, you know.
That Sanford High School back in the day?
No, this was Hodson. This was
at Hodson.
This was the Thomas Wrestling Academy, man.
Yeah, that's right. Still got the shirts, I think.
TWA, baby.
Shout out to Sheldon, St. Mark's. Great.
But that, you know, this is where you kind of sit, you grab the toe, forearm in, but you can't with a guy like Lloyd on your back, dude. It's like, it's too late now. What do you do? Cry, Nick. That's what I would do.
Well, we were talking earlier about some of the guys we've been wrestling with in the past, and Nick McGinley's name came up, and this is exactly Nick McGinley special every single time. And now Rusty Lloyd, with under a minute to go, still trying to work that pressure. A 9-0 lead for Rusty Lloyd, still looking for that stall call underneath.
If you're Lloyd, you can't get frustrated here. You got to just stay with it, man. Again, you got to know your ref. Clint knows what's going on, man. Just keep wrestling. He'll call it. You don't need the theatrics. You don't need to, you know.
39 seconds here in the second period.
If you're Flores, this is the game, right? Like, don't get turned. Don't get turned. If you got to stall a little bit, hey, take a stall call. Don't give up a pin.
25 seconds here in the second period. Again, also, Josh, to your point, he's also dealing with that shoulder.
Yes.
And now the turn starting to come here slowly for Rusty Lloyd with 18 seconds to go. There he goes, shoulders to the mat. Now got to keep him there if he wants bonuses. Flores able to quickly roll out of it, but some back points for Lloyd. 5 seconds, second period coming to a close at 138 pounds. Rusty Lloyd in control. Flores going to choose neutral here. Again, just wants to stay out of that bottom position.
It's a good call.
And now if you're Rusty here, Josh, a takedown would give you the tech ball.
Got to go right to your back, right? I mean, you got to take him down to his back, so you got to be selective with your shot choice here because they'll blow it dead as soon as that takedown happens if he's not on his back. So
here we go, third period underway. $138, 12-0 lead for Rusty Lloyd. Trying to keep him to his back, as you said, Josh.
Joe Arcangelo's shouting, go to your belly, give it up. Yeah,
and there it is. And a tech ball at 138 pounds for Rusty Lloyd. Adds on. St. George's takes a 10-3 lead here through the first couple weights.
You know, Arcangelo's giving Coach Arcangelo, he's giving a nice handshake, and this is a situation where I don't know Flores. I don't know how long he's been wrestling. Sometimes we get tied up in this, like, I got to wrestle, I got to win, right? And you lose the match and you think, oh, God, whatever. Arcangelo's there shaking your hand enthusiastically because you saved the point.
That's right, you saved the point.
You know, so that's not to take anything away from Lloyd. That was a fantastic match by him, staying focused and getting the tech.
And now that takes us to 144 pounds. I believe Bam Cordell against Christian Smith.
Bam in on a low single here. He's going to stand up with it. Reaching for a cradle.
And there's the takedown to get us started. 3-0 Cordell.
Bam likes that cradle, man. He's got locked up.
Sucked it right back and looking for a stick here is Bam Cordell at 144 pounds, and he's got one.
Wow. I'll tell you, again, I don't know Bam, but I know his family. I know they're a Newcastle family, and one of the things, these Votech matchups with William Penn, Bam is a William Penn, he's in the William
From the
Penn
area,
pipeline.
right?
So,
that can make
there's a little
things
extra
tough.
sauce on that one, I think, for Bam.
That takes us to 150 pounds, and this might be coming out the number 3 ranked wrestler at 24-3, Jameer Ross here for William Penn. And he will meet here for St. George's Jaden Gunter. And we're not going to get Ross, it's going to be Christian Smith. And I believe it's Smith and Gunter.
Gunter, yes. Gunter for St. George's, Smith for Penn.
At 150 pounds. Christian Smith coming into this one, as we mentioned, 24-7, listed at 138 pounds. So here bumping up 2 weight classes. And he gets Jaden Gunter, the senior from St. George's, 28-17 on the year. 16-3 lead, team score in your top left corner of your screen here. St. George's leading William Penn in a match tonight that's going to decide the Blue Hen Conference Championship. Nick Alessandrini alongside Josh DeFilippis. Jordan working the camera for us as Christian Smith trying to get a takedown here.
Smith pinning the hip to the mat. He's looking to jump over and split those legs if he can now at this point.
Trying to cut the corner here is Gunter. Got a late start on it though, but how about the strength? Able to whip it out, hold on to that leg here for a second. But Smith in prime position. Now got the head, trying to sneak out the back door.
Good battle here by both wrestlers. This
Still.
scramble position, who can hang in there the longest? Height wins. Height wins this position here.
Gunter maybe looking to funk here with that leg. 47 seconds to go first period. Now Smith able to step out here and looking for 3, and he's got a takedown. He gets the scoring started at 150 pounds.
I don't know. That's a tough one for me. Gunter's still got that ankle. Doesn't feel like control to me yet, but
And maybe at the whistle, Coach Williams going to want to talk this thing over. Oh no, they're going to keep it.
they waved the takedown.
Did they wave it away?
They waved the takedown. I think. I mean, they just stood him up,
I mean,
right?
yeah, I'm confused here. It's on the scoreboard.
And again, Clint is a guy who is
0-0. They did wave it off.
Yeah, okay. It's one of the reasons I love him. He's
And Coach Arcangelo just found that out. I don't think he's happy. He's heading to the scores table.
They're going to let him wrestle here.
13 seconds winding down period 1 between Christian Smith and Jaden Gunter. Shot here and a good one from Smith. Quick sprawl, hips back here for Gunter, trying to keep it back, but Smith not going to stop him. Able to get to the leg, but not going to be enough time
I'll tell you what,
as we wind down the first.
High crotch. Deep on that high crotch again.
And now here comes a discussion with Clint Ferrazzo and Coach Arcangelo trying to figure out whether that was a takedown or not.
Again, I think it's the right call by Clint to
I'm
waive
with
it.
you.
A reason I'm such a fan of Clint is there's no ego there, right? You make the call instead of, he realizes that's not a takedown. At least from where I was sitting, it didn't look like it too.
So quick chat here. As we are now at 150 pounds. Started this one at 126 pounds. And they will stay neutral. To the second period we go. 2 minutes on the clock. We're scoreless. Second period underway.
It would be nice for them to address the crowd somehow. Football, they could kind of, just sort of let
That's
everybody
true.
know what's going on.
I like that idea, Josh. I mean, we actually heard Benny's done in the past. He's mic'd up our officials in some of our recent dual meets.
Oh, that's fun. Okay.
So hopefully, where's that at tonight, Benny?
Yeah, what's going on, Benny?
Benny's the best, again, responsible for the rankings, everything here in terms of Delaware High School State Wrestling. He is the man, and here we are now. 30 seconds in period 2, 150 pounds. Ankle pick opportunity here for Gunter. Trying to now switch to the leg.
Strong crossface by Smith. That's a toughness check there.
Now
How
trying
bad
to
you
pin
want
the
that
hip.
takedown? Yeah.
Let's see if we can get there for Gunter. Smith holding on to that leg. Smith's showing a lot of strength here. And now the sub up for Gunter. Looking for somebody to make a move here. 1:03 and winding. Gunter.
Gunter's gonna have to make an attempt to
Maybe step up.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Let's see.
Oh,
and right at the
that's tough.
moment again. Yeah, I think as the whistle was being blown, that's when the action, again, just unfortunate in terms of timing, but the stalemate was coming.
Sure. Yeah, maybe take that step up a couple seconds sooner and start that process.
43 seconds and ticking. Second period, still looking for our first points of the match here at 150 pounds. A Let's Go Christian chant here from the William Penn side of the floor. 26 seconds and winding.
Oh, nice shot. Another deep high crotch attempt there by Smith. He's going to come out the back door.
A nice job by Christian Smith. Has been deep in on that shot a few times. Hasn't been able to convert. Can he do it here? Short time. 8 seconds, and that's going to be a takedown for Christian Smith. And then a little wave to the bench there.
Hey, that was some toughness there by Smith. Battle through that position a couple different times. To hang tough late in the period. Late period points, man.
And Gunter going to choose neutral here in the third period. 3-0 lead for Smith from William Penn. Here we go. So Coach Dave Williams and Gunter seeing something they liked in that neutral position. So we'll see what he decides to go to here. Christian Smith has had, as you mentioned, Josh, a few nice deep shots in this match. That last one being the first one converted into a takedown, though. Here comes the crowd getting into it here late at 150 pounds. Just some hand fighting. Collar ties here. Snap down for Gunter. Reshot would have been there. And now back to the front head.
This is where you got to score. You got a guy underneath of you. A deep front headlock talked up. I mean, you got to score from that position if you're Gunter.
And Gunter unable to do it. Smith now able to change position. Now he's in control. Now back to our feet we go here. 1 minute to go in the third period.
If you're Gunter, there's plenty of time here. You got a minute. Get to what you want to, make happen here. But the worst thing you could do is kind of force something.
And he tried to, and he gets it. Oh, gets the roll. And Gunter with the pin. What a series of events here late in the third for Jaden Gunter. And able to stick Christian Smith.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is exciting. I was just thinking, like, hey, man, don't try to throw if you don't have to. He looked like he was going to get caught underneath. Able to muscle that over for the fall.
Wow, what a series of events late as Jaden Gunter down 3-0 in the third, able to get a toss and a stick. That was a big momentum shift. And now to 157 pounds, where I believe we'll get Jameer Ross. So it'll be Ross versus Isaiah Scott here from St. George's. And Ross coming in your third ranked wrestler at 150 pounds, 24-3 on the year. And now looking to maybe get some bonus points here for the Colonials of William Penn.
If you're William Penn, I mean, this is where you need them here. You want to start making up ground now.
And Ross able to get the first takedown here 30 seconds in. And you can even still hear the two in the crowd even a few years later after the rule change. I'm not the only one, Josh. And Ross' little step lift as well, pleasing the crowd.
That gets them going, right? That gets them.
Oh, yeah.
Be nice if there were style points. You got the takedown, but we're going to throw an extra one into your style. That looked good.
Ross on top here.
these dual meets are fun. I mean, both coaches are going to look to plug guys in, you know. See what they can do with the lineup. Get as many points as he can. Save as many points as he can.
Ross still on the far side of the mat. And now we'll head back to the center. Short time, first period, 28 seconds to go. 3-0 lead for Jameer Ross.
You were talking beforehand about being one of those guys in a stacked lineup where, you know, your job may change from match to match. You might be one weight class today, and, you know, the next dual meet, you're just getting in wherever the team needs you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And again, some of those, as you mentioned, are the most important matches of a dual meet. For example, Isaiah Scott here just trying to stop or prevent bonuses here from Jameer Ross would be, again, a win for St. George's. And if you're Ross, you got to get your team those bonus points.
You know, it's an interesting position if you're Ross because you have 3 periods to do it, right? Like you don't have to freak out the first period. One of the things when you're coaching, when I'm coaching, I try to tell, especially like my upper weights, they'll spend a whole first period where they don't score. And they'll get late into the first period and they'll try to force something. It's like, no, dude, it's okay. 0-0 is okay. We're okay there. 3-1's fine. You got 3 periods to make it happen.
3-1 is your score as we now get ready for the start of period number 2. Ross on top, Scott on bottom. Here we go. And Scott once again able to get to his feet here. (3-2), 30 seconds into the second period. Ross now in on a takedown. And he gets another.
It's a good decision by Ross here. Don't waste too much time on top. If you're not turning a guy, if you can't get him over, having some success in neutral, you know, maybe you take him down, throw him to his back, you know, instead of wasting a minute grinding him out on top.
6-3 now your score as we approach a minute to go in the second period.
William Penn does a good job neutralizing, and both teams I've seen it, but William Penn especially, neutralizing the collar tie, grabbing hold of that elbow, pulling it into him.
Ross, edge of the mat. And back to the center. 30 seconds to go, second period.
Trainer. His lip bleeds because he doesn't put chapstick on.
There you go, crowd Mike picking some stuff up there for Coach Dave Williams. And a quick stoppage here, 9-3 your score. As Jameer Ross, one of your top-ranked wrestlers at 150 pounds, in control here against Isaiah Scott from the St. George's Hawks. And your team score 22-3, and again, the big maybe potential. We'll see how everything unfolds, but a huge momentum shift there at 144. Of course, we talked about with Jaden Gunter at 150, in that big pin late over Christian Smith. So 30 seconds left as we're almost ready to go.
Ross he's a cradleman. He wants that cradle.
And Scott really trying to not let him have it, working around the mat. And now 17 seconds, most likely going to head back to the center before the period's end. As time ticking as we approach 10 seconds to go.
Again, I mean, if you just think about this from this is Scott's game right now. If Ross wants to keep his toe in, I let him keep his toe in. I don't, you let the time run.
That's right.
I'm okay with it.
He does it there. And now we're heading to the third period. Ross in control. He'll give our official now the neutral signal. And here we go, third period underway between Isaiah Scott and Jameer Ross. Ross out in front 9-3. Ross, sweep single, unable to get there.
Still plenty of time, and I know. Listen, I've been in both positions here, and Ross. You know, I don't know him as a person, as a wrestler, but maybe now he might feel a little stressed, like, oh, I'm not making it happen now. But there's still plenty of time. I mean,
and the stall call there, just the first against Isaiah Scott. 1:18 and go, 1:18 and winding, third period here between Ross and Isaiah Scott. 12-3 after the latest takedown by Jameer Ross.
Yeah, this is where you don't want to be if you're Ross, is here on the edge of the mat letting time tick. Cut it, take him down, keep it moving, keep scoring points.
And Scott with that stall call, so Ross potentially able to get another point here the rest of the way. 56 seconds, the officials telling Scott he's got to work on bottom.
Yeah, they don't want just a major here. They want some bonus points. I mean, some bonus points. You got bonus points, Nick, and then you got bonus points.
Well, now you're looking at 12-4. Now things get interesting if you're Isaiah Scott. If you're somehow able to do something here against the very talented Jameer Ross, you never know. But Ross now looking for a takedown to secure that major decision. And almost there. Not yet. Scott able to hold him off.
Again, this is mat awareness, right? Like, either get the points or get out of bounds.
And there's the takedown, and that'll all about seal some bonus points for Ross and William Penn. 10-second short time as we wind down this match at 157 pounds. And Jameer Ross, your victor at $157, as we'll have 1 second here before we end this one. 15-4. And now some points back for William Penn as the battle for the Blue Hen Conference Championship continues.
It's a win for Ross. But, man, that's got to feel good if you're Scott.
22-7 now your team score as we go to 165 pounds. Right away, Miller getting after it. And Ezra Reyes out for St. George's. So William Penn trying to get some points now back, trying to string together some victories. They did it at 157 with Jameer Ross. Can they do it at 165 pounds? As we have, I believe, Kamar Miller taking on Ezra Reyes. Miller just the one loss all year, 28-1. And your second-ranked wrestler in the state at that weight class.
Got Coach Jack Holloway behind us. Very nervous, Nick.
We had the luxury of having Jack on a few years back for the Blue Hen Conference Championship. So
Miller's looking to get some pressure towards the front here. It looks like he's trying to get a cradle going, maybe, or he's got that. Has he got that cross arm through the legs?
Maybe ball and chain there through the back.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. The head and the side. Now he's looking at cradle, but could just be sort of showing it.
Yeah, I think he'll let that go now. Under 40 seconds to go first period.
Miller's another guy that's just on you. Man, there's no room to breathe.
.23 seconds winding down. Our first stall call comes against Reyes underneath. 3-0 lead for Kamar Miller.
That's a tough one. Get the stall call in the first period. It's not where you want to be.
Miller trying to find something. He'll check the clock here. 5 seconds, and we're going to wind down period number one. A 3-0 takedown for Miller is the difference.
You need back pressure. Put back pressure on Bob. You already got one of these.
2 minutes on the clock, 165 pounds. Second period underway. We start in neutral.
Miller with a nice show and shrug there right into a double leg.
Little shot fake, then right into it. 3 for another takedown for Miller. And if you're Miller and you're William Penn, you're obviously thinking you want 6 here in this scenario. And if you're Reyes, you want to just stay off your back. Again, goes back to the point you made earlier. 30 seconds into the second period. Good pressure here up top from Miller. And a slow rollover. And now some back points for William Penn at 165 pounds, courtesy of the number 2 ranked wrestler in Kamar Miller. Now maybe trying to sit this thing through.
Yep.
There he goes, Miller trying to get those shoulder blades to the mat. Trying to string together some wins for the Colonials here down.
That's going to be it there.
And there it is, a stick for Miller at $165, gets the Colonials right back in this. $22-13.
Crowd's loving that one.
As we go to 175 pounds.
You know, it sounds like a cowbell in the William Penn crowd.
Middletown here?
You know, I got to tell
That's
you,
where I hear the cowbell.
I went through that security out front. That was intense. Dude.
It was. I walked out as you were getting through. I had some trouble getting in the first time. Then I told them I was going out and coming back in, and they didn't like that either. But I was able to get back in. They're doing a great job out there.
I don't know how they got the cowbell in is my question. I couldn't get anything.
Yeah, that's true. They are doing a great job. Phenomenal security here at St. George's. As here we go, 175 pounds. And I believe Maddox Shoup for St. George's coming in this one at 26-17, and maybe Jaden Elliott at 14-10. So Jaden Elliott going up against Maddox Shoup. And which could be one of the big matches tonight. One minute into the first period, still scoreless at 175 pounds. Maddox Shoup going up here against William Penn's Jaden Elliott.
It looks and sounds like we got some Frankie Norris action out in the crowd, too, who's maybe got some experience with Shoup. Nice shot attempt there. Good defense to get this back to neutral.
Frankie Norris, man, phenomenal guy to watch over the last couple years at William Penn.
Fun, wasn't he? And talking about if you went to the William Penn lab and said, "Hey, give me your prototypical William Penn wrestler,"
out walks Frankie Norris. There you go.
That's it.
30 seconds to go. First period, still scoreless. Elliott and Shoup feeling each other out here at 175 pounds. Some hand fighting early on.
Shoup trying to control the center of the mat, it looks like.
11 seconds and winding. Short time first period.
Elliott's got a nice, explosive double leg. But Shoup seems very comfortable sort of defending that. How do I sound, Nick? Do I sound handsome?
You do.
Okay, good.
There you
Thanks.
go. That's the only way. Hopefully that's how we sound everybody at home. They can't see us, and it's a good thing.
Thank God.
But again, special shout out, tune in to everybody checking out the action tonight live on 302sports.com. Second period underway, scoreless at 175 pounds. And as I speak, Shoup able to escape 1-0. Shoup over Elliott. Here it's a Blue Hen Conference Championship between St. George's and William Penn in a packed gymnasium here down at St. George's High School.
Shoup's got that double collar tie, he looks like there.
Near the edge of the mat here, and now they'll rotate back in. 1:21 to go, second period, 1-0 Shoup.
Shoup's trying to control the head, it looks like, and Elliott has no interest in being in that tie. He wants to stay open. He's looking for that right there, that double leg attempt.
Clean double, couldn't finish it for the moment. Great sprawl by Shoup, and now trying to turn this thing around. Almost able to get there on the throw by. Now towards the edge of the match. Now the pressure being applied here by Shoop at the moment. 50 seconds to go, second period. Another nice double leg in deep. This time for Elliott, but Shoop once again able to prevent the takedown. Back to neutral, 38 seconds to go in the period.
Yeah, Elliott's doing a good job firing some shots off. You'd like to see him maybe get a little closer if he can.
And he's
Shoop,
still getting deep on
yes.
some of these too, but maybe that's the difference between finishing them and not.
He's got to beat those arms of Shoop. Shoop's doing a good job getting his arms extended, right? More of that would help too. Some good fakes, getting in deep and backing out, kind of moving Shoop's feet. Shoop's doing a good job walking him down, though, you know, and it's making it look like he's not doing anything. But realistically, Elliott has taken all but one of the shots in this match.
That's right.
So
10 seconds, short time, second period. Any points coming here down the stretch of period number 2? Doesn't look like it. And we are heading to the third, 1-0, and now it'll be Elliott underneath.
yeah, if you're Elliott, you're looking obviously to get up to your feet, give yourself as much time as you can to try to land one of those double legs. See what kind of explosiveness he has underneath.
Trying to get right up to his feet here. Shoop able to return him this time here. 10 seconds into the third period, still just a 1-0 lead.
Penn coach is looking for a locked hands call. They might be right. Can't really tell from our angle, but
All I know is this is going to be a fun one coming down the stretch here at 175 pounds. And the way this is going could be a first takedown wins type of affair.
now if you're Shoop, you really need to be careful because what you don't want to do is get a locked hands call and then an escape. You know,
Worst
you'd
case
almost
scenario.
rather him cut him and let's just lock
Absolutely.
out neutral and see how it goes here.
William Penn looking for a stall here on top. And again, don't want to give up a reversal if you're Shoop. Elliott is right there. Been on the verge of some points here a few times. Just hasn't been able to convert just yet.
This, again, is going to be down to mat awareness. You can get a fresh start here. You kind of wrestle yourself out of bounds. Don't let any time tick off here. Look where you're at. Fake a roll, get out of bounds. Get back to the center. Just step up. Don't wrestle back. Step up. There you go.
Out of bounds they go. Clock stopped at 1:09.
I think
we'll see.
a lot of guys get to the edge of the mat and they start wrestling back towards their opponent rather than just step up. Just start coming up, make him take you out of bounds.
That's right. Especially in that scenario. And now off the whistle, right to his feet goes Elliott, but Shoop able to drive him back down. 1 minute to go in the match.
If you're Elliott, I mean, I'd keep trying to wrestle out of bounds here. It seems like he's going to get, there it is, nice Granby roll.
And there it is, the Granby ties us up at 1. 50 seconds to go at 175 pounds. And maybe the next takedown could win it.
If you're Elliott, though, you used a lot of energy, a couple of attempts trying to get up off the mat, that Granby roll. We'll see how he looks here in neutral. Cranking on that knee.
Shoop trying to get near the edge of the mat here, and he's got a takedown with 30 seconds to go. "20 seconds. As most likely, if you're Shoop, you want to hold him there. If you're Elliott, you want to get off the mat. The same thing you said earlier.
It's just, you know, Elliott's a junior, it's just mat awareness. Knowing where you're at, knowing what the score is.
But again, Josh, here, 12 seconds. If you're Elliott, you get up and you get a takedown and you win the match.
Yeah, and I know it doesn't feel like it. There's enough time.
Yeah,
He's
there is.
explosive. He can get up. And sure, look, Elliott's used a lot of energy from bottom getting up, but
There's
Shoop
a
is
caution.
too. Shoop's, he's got to hold on to that energy. So
Caution there. Elliott trying to get to his feet.
There it
He'll
is.
have to
Get
cut
on
him.
it.
And here we
Get
go.
on
7
it.
seconds. Need a takedown from Elliott. Go. Double leg. Not going to get there. And Shoop able to hold on down the stretch with a big 4-2 decision at 175 pounds.
great match. Very exciting. Man. Hold your head up, Elliott. That was fun.
Heck of a match. And now to 190 pounds we go. Could we see Jaden Tyler here from William Penn? And it's going to be Dawson or Batson here for St. George's. And now we'll see who William Penn throws first. And it looks like Jaden Tyler will wait confirmation. And we are set for action at 190 pounds. So Tyler and Dawson in a matchup of two guys having themselves very nice years for their schools. Dawson 37-13, ranked 6th at the weight class, and Jaden Tyler 22-6. And we're in store for a good one here at $190. And just like Shoup and Elliott in the match prior, just some feeling out here early. 30 seconds into period number 1, scoreless.
As we climb up these weight classes, this is the style change. A lot of guys, you know, these big bodies, they require energy, right? So
we see a few more underhooks here as we get up here.
Heavy hands, a lot of pulling, and you know,
maybe a Russian or two. Who knows?
Sure.
1:05 to go, first period, 190 pounds between Aiden Dawson and Jaden Tyler. Two guys right there on the back end of that top 6 in the weight class. Dawson and Tyler battling out, will reset.
Patented hay from Dave Williams there.
Crowd got quiet at just the right time. Back underway, center circle, 50 seconds to go. No shot fake fair from Tyler. .30 seconds to go, period 1.
You know, St. George's bench is yelling kind of instructions for Dawson here to circle in, knowing that this match could come down to a stall call, right? Like,
very well could.
The last thing you want is to give up a point late in the match on a stall call.
We've seen it before. Back to the center, 13 seconds to go as we wind down the first. Still scoreless. One period in the books at 190 pounds.
That scream from Dave Williams haunts me.
Well, you probably hear a little LA in the background too. Sure. There, in the back of your head there. Hey. Got some great coaches in the state of Delaware. That's for sure. Here we go. Dawson trying to return Tyler. And now we're neutral. He's able to escape, lose control. 1-0 Tyler. Right in front of us, right in front of our crowd. Mike there, position in front of Jordan. Back to the center we go, 134.
We got happening here, looks like injury time maybe.
That's right, get Vinny some camera time here. There you go, stoppage here, blood time. Tyler a little bit out of the nose there. 1-0 lead for Jaden Tyler over Aiden Dawson here at 190 pounds.
You know, I was thinking about the other day, Nick. Wrestled long time, 5 years old all the way up through high school.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a nosebleed in a wrestling match.
It's a good question.
I've had a couple of practice, but in a match, I've never had one.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good thing to think about. I must have had one or two. But hey,
I was very handsome as a kid. I did not want my face anywhere near anybody else.
You wear one of the black masks just to protect yourself.
Yeah. Mankind mask.
That's right, 1:23 and winding second period. Jaden Tyler, Aiden Dawson. St. George's and William Penn battling out here in the duel tonight for the Blue Hen Conference Championship. It's been William Penn's the last 3 years, or 4 years, excuse me, if it would. St. George's, I believe, back in 2022. 1 minute to go, second period.
Heavy, heavy hands from both guys here. That wears on you. A couple periods of that. Somebody pulling your head down, man. It's an exhausting place to be. Doesn't look like a lot's happening, but they're beating on each other here a little bit.
40 seconds and ticking. Again, similar to what we saw at 175 pounds between Shoup and Elliott, where it came down to the wire, and late scoring won that match for Shoup. And which way will we go at 190 pounds? "20 seconds now as we hit short time, period number 2. And again, both guys, no stall calls yet on either side.
I tell you, Dawson is getting close to getting banged for one, I think. He's being walked backwards towards the edge of the mat. That's a good reshot by Dawson there.
2 seconds, trying to get a takedown before the period ends. Won't be able to do it, but you mentioned it. Nice reshot there, and if anything, again, maybe keep that stall away a little bit longer as we now head to period number 3. Tyler maybe is shaken up at. Did something happen there towards the end of the period? He is looking at his coaching staff, maybe just catching a breather, maybe.
Could have caught one, you know.
Well, now it's that left wrist, so he has the wrist taped up already. You can see there was a prior injury there.
Okay.
And he was holding on to it pretty tight that time, and now instead of working it up, he was going to maybe give him the look that he might let him up, and instead right back to work goes Tyler. 1-0, third period underway. Tyler ahead over Dawson, but Dawson underneath.
Dawson's got to get that head up off the mat. This is also a place you get banged for a stall call.
Tyler keeping that pressure.
And again, look, these are 190-pound, young men here. The less time you can spend under somebody like that, the more energy you're going to save, right? So get your head up off the mat, start working up. That's going to be one for Dawson.
It is, and then a quick shot here on the edge. We'll head back to the center, all tied at 1. 1:19 to go at 190 pounds.
Just heard Dave say he did have a stall warning. Did Dawson get a stall warning and we missed it?
Maybe early on. Again, some of these matches tend to start to run together, but yeah, I think I missed it then. As we approach 1 minute in the match, all tied at 1. Again, we talked about it last time. Takedown could be the difference again here at 190. Who will get that first and maybe match-winning takedown? And maybe blood time here again for Tyler.
The headgear issue.
Not headgear issue here. 51 seconds, back underway. Sorry about the scoreboard error up on the top left. It's 1-1, not 2-1. Tyler trying to maybe get a big lead here, and that's going to stay in for the takedown. He kept that foot in and got 3. A nice job by Jaden Tyler. And now Dawson, uphill climb with 33.5 seconds.
If you're Dawson, you got to get to your feet here.
Well, Tyler led him up almost last time, but then, of course, attacked from the diamond position. And now will get on top. Dawson trying to get to his feet. 30 seconds to go. He's out, and here we go. A takedown for Dawson would win it. He's in deep. Dawson, Tyler, look at the hips. Look at the strength out of Tyler to prevent the takedown from Dawson, at least for the moment. The throw, and he almost hit it. Dawson, Tyler to the back. 13 seconds. Tyler
Dawson's
trying to stay
be careful
rolling.
Here. Where does that put us?
And we'll hopefully get a second to talk about it. My goodness.
St. George's so comfortable hitting that lat drop out of just a, he was deep on his shot, and he bails on the shot. That was perfect.
Wow.
Tyler throwed his hips in, stopping the shot.
7-6. Dawson
That's
in
a
front
score. We
on
got a
bottom.
score issue here. we have a score. We should make sure that this is.
Man, they're going to want to talk about it.
There was a lot happening there at the end. We had a lat drop. Did we get back points? No back points.
I believe Tyler should be up by 1, right?
Did Dawson get back points there is my question. He hit the lat drop. He got the takedown. That
I don't
puts
think
him,
any back points. I
He
don't
had to
think
get
any
a couple.
backs.
Because it would have been 4-2. You had a takedown. Yeah, that's 7. He had to get at least a swipe or 2, no?
It should be.
I mean, one swipe.
So it's
does it.
4-2, takedown Dawson. So
Yes.
that's 5-4 Dawson. Then the reversal, right? So
Yes.
should it be 6-5 Tyler, I believe. Unless there's back points in the mix there.
Oh, right.
Unless Dawson got back
right.
points. So,
Yes, I'm sorry, yeah.
so did Dawson get back points?
I thought if anybody got back points,
Yeah, I don't
Dawson
think so.
should have got
Again,
back
we're
points.
trying to. It was 4-2 before the takedown.
4-2, right? We
I
got a
thought
takedown.
so.
That makes it 5. They gave him 2 swipes.
Either way, here we go. 3 seconds. And Tyler going to have to cut him. You're going to have to start neutral here.
You
Give
got
him the
to.
point.
You got to. I mean, there's no. Yeah, this is the beauty of this new rule. You don't have to waste a second and let the guy crawl up.
Tyler trying to finish it off, can't do it. And Dawson with a big victory to follow up an even bigger victory. And how about 175 and 190 with Maddox
That'll
Shoup
cost you
and
a point.
Aiden Dawson.
That's going to cost him a point.
And I think that's his 100th victory. And congratulations to Aiden Dawson. And how about a way to get your 100th victory?
That is a fantastic 100th
Wow.
victory. Wow. Dad's working the crowd. You got to love this. Wow. Oh, he's going to pose. Let him pose. Listen, back in the 80s, man, Hulk Hogan, he had to pose. That was the rule. Let him pose, get his pictures. What a match.
What a couple matches at
Wow.
175 and 190 coming out the way of the Hawks. Both matches coming down to the final seconds.
I mean, that exchange there at the end of the match. Dawson takes a I mean, he's in deep on his shot. Tyler does a great job feeding him his hips, you know, getting out of that position, and Dawson just felt it.
we're gonna have to go back and watch that last sequence of events at some point. What a crazy last 15 to 20 seconds. And now here we go to 215 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, if anything is thrown at the scores table anywhere, you will be removed from this venue real quick.
Things heating up here on the road at St. George's, 27-13. After the big win from Aiden Dawson. And now here we go to 215 pounds.
And Bishop.
So coming out here for William Penn will be Matthew Bishop. And for St. George's, Nasir Batson. Bishop 17-7, Batson 16-10. And here we go at 215 pounds. And again, if you're just joining us tonight, we started at 126 pounds. So after heavyweight, we will turn the corner and go to 106. 27-13 lead here for St. George's. At home, trying to take home the Blue Hen Championship for the first time since 2022. And how about Bishops? Has Batson on his back on the far side of the mat. He's got a foot in, and now off of the mat, but Matthew Bishop with a nice takedown, add on some backs. And the Colonials strike first at 215 pounds.
He's going to elect to start from neutral here. I like that call. He's looking to throw. Trying to get his hips through there on that headlock. That was nice.
Back to the center, 7-1 as Bishop will cut Batson. And Bishop right back to work with another takedown. This time almost took him to the back, but instead will have to settle for 3. 10-1, 1 minute into the first period here.
Bishop looks to have a cradle. No.
47 seconds and running. First period at 215 pounds. Matthew Bishop and Nasir Batson. Bishop trying to hop sides here. I believe locked up a cradle underneath. Batson now reaching over the top. He's trying to throw Bishop over top of him.
He might get him. He got him there. Oh, good job by Bishop.
And a nice
to
roll through
Wow.
from Matthew Bishop. Saves the reversal there from Batson.
.16 seconds left here in the first period. If you're Bishop, you want to keep the pressure on here. Finish on top. Nothing silly. Again, he's looking for a defensive pin here.
Batson trying to make something happen, and now he's
get a
got him over the
reversal.
top. Trying to keep him on his back, and the first period comes to an end.
A couple of seniors here giving it all they got. Second period's going to start with Batson on bottom. Bishop breathing heavy. He wants that cradle bad. He's getting a little sloppy on top, though. That's the second time he's almost gotten stuck from that position.
10-3 after the reversal from Batson. Not enough time for any back points.
You like to see him get out to the side and bump. He's locking the cradle, and then he'll sort of drape over top. That's what's getting him caught here. He's got to. That's not where you want to be. If you're.
This one's interesting one here. Who knows? As Bishop has been in control, but a few moments where Batson's had opportunities.
It's just it's sloppy top position here with this cradle, and
117 and winding. Coaches here near us on the side. Maybe some fans again telling Matthew Bishop to go to the cement mixer.
Oh yeah.
The whole
Bishop
Angel
standing
staple.
straight up here. It's not. You don't want to be straight up with it.
Under a minute to go. A throw here from Batson. Couldn't do it, and now Bishop trying to get the takedown.
Good job by Bishop to get heavy at the right moment there to sit through that throw.
Yeah, Batson didn't move there for a second. And 10-4 your score. Bishop trying to get that takedown here. Just has to scoot around to get 3 more.
Yeah, if you're Bishop, this is again. He's going for this far side cradle, and it's just dangerous. He's done a good job rolling through, but
a little high here as well.
Yeah.
Batson maybe trying to sneak out the other side. 30 seconds to go. 10-4 lead for Matthew Bishop.
almost a Peterson would probably get you out of this here. Hook that leg and just sit through.
And able to escape 10-5. Short time, second period at 215 pounds, 10 seconds, and winding. Three seconds.
Again, looking to throw.
And he got the takedown at the buzzer. Wow, what a job by Matthew Bishop.
Bishop doing a great job from neutral. I mean, just able to get his hips through multiple times.
Matthew Bishop now going to choose neutral. He's got a 13-4 lead here with 2 minutes on the clock. Third period about to get underway.
Yeah, Bishop, he seemed like he's kind of fighting for air here.
And now he wants some blood time, a chance to catch his breath. So both wrestlers going to talk things over with their coaches here for the moment. And it looks like the trash can also coming out here for Matthew Bishop.
I'm a fan of that move, too. Listen.
I was going to ask you how you felt about that. It's always been kind of like a topic of discussion, a little controversial. But if it's a rule and you're out there, and I tell you what, I've seen it for years and years. If you're a little gassed and you get that blood time, it's a nice little break for you.
Listen, it just comes down to having the guts to do it.
Exactly right. That's all.
Especially in a situation with this where you got two teams that are two groups of fans that, like, they're going to yell and scream at you, but hey, get you that sip of water, man.
It's about the win. That's what matters most. How you do it doesn't really matter, but got to get the job done. Here we go, third period underway. Batson going to try a quick shot. Bishop able to defend him for the moment. Both guys looking a little bit tired here.
Batson looked like he was shocked that he got in deep on his leg, man. He got in deep and he just backed out. You see that from time to time. Guy nails it. He gets in deep and he's like, oh no, I was expecting you to sprawl.
Both guys looking a little gassed here. 30 seconds into period number 3. Batson caught underneath, and honestly, if you're Bishop, you're okay with this position. Just soaking up some clock, also wearing down Batson a little bit more. But Batson trying to turn it into a takedown, cutting the corner now for the moment. Bishop trying to get another one himself.
Nice.
Hard.
Hey, listen, that's okay. I mean, he didn't wind up. He just sort of dropped it. I'm okay with that there.
Me too.
If you're Batson, maybe look to come up and under that. I mean, also a stalemate would be nice.
There
got
it
a minute
is.
left, 56 seconds.
13-4. So once again, you're thinking if you're Batson, you get a takedown, you could cut into that major decision.
Yeah. I mean, you got to read your opponent too. I mean, it seems like he's maybe breaking down a little bit. Let's put the pressure on here. Be careful of being thrown, obviously, but start walking him down. You maybe get a stall call here.
Under a minute to go. 13-4, Batson and Bishop, 215 pounds.
Bishop's wearing down. If you're Batson, you got to see this, and you got to.
Batson also though looking like he's wearing down a little bit
Sure.
too. But here's a big shot. He's in deep and a quick sprawl by Bishop, who out there does look physically a little bit bigger than Nasir Batson, and he's been pinned underneath on some of these shots, and that's kind of worn him down here.
Yep.
25 seconds. Batson, a takedown would prevent the major decision. Bishop trying to get that major for his team. Bishop looked up the clock, and a takedown here with 15 seconds to go.
That's a big takedown for Batson.
Huge.
Very big takedown. I mean,
that'll do
listen,
it.
he's going to lose the match, but he's going to finish on top, and he's going to save some points. Yeah, it's going to get chippy here.
And a decision there for Matthew Bishop and William Penn. (27-16) as we head to 285 pounds, where we're going to see a guy we've seen a lot over the years in the third-ranked Jaleel Settles. 41-8 here this year, your third-ranked heavyweight in the state of Delaware, and he's going to get Daniel Grant, the junior from William Penn.
Yeah, for Settles, I mean, you've been close a couple of times, right? I mean, this is
and usually in some of these matches over the years at William Penn, he's had a great counterpart at heavyweight for the Colonials, last year's state champion in Torres. And now Settles back out. Here we go, underway at 285 pounds.
That's an early stall call. Listen, this is something you try to teach too. Anytime you can run a guy off the mat in the first 5 seconds and get a stall call, especially at the heavyweight, that changes everything. I mean, you could.
I'd say we had some really good heavyweights over the years at St. Mark's. Bobby Telford, obviously, there. Then right into Pat Cassidy.
Oh, yeah.
It was phenomenal. We've seen some good ones over the years here in the state of Delaware. As Settles strikes first. First takedown, 3-0. Settles over Grant here 30 seconds into the first period. 3-1 after the escape.
Settles doing a good job getting to his hooks.
And another maybe trying to get off the mat again as Settles looking for a throw. Instead, will settle for the takedown as Grant going to his stomach. And now Settles looking for some bonus points. Jaleel Settles, one of the best heavyweights in the state, looking to lock up a stick here at 285 pounds.
A lot of time left, over a minute.
Settles looking for win number 42 on the year.
He's going to lose the cradle and just kind of keep that cross wrist, ball and chain type situation.
Picks up some backs. And a 10-1 lead for Settles. Now got the one-on-one out on the back.
Swinging around front, if he could punch that over.
He's got it out. Let's see what he decides to do with it now. Back in. I always like to pull that out, then sink that bar in.
Yeah.
lot of things you can do from that one-on-one
That
position.
position there where you get the one-on-one on the back, you swing around. If you can almost pinch the head with
Little
your
country
knees.
boy action. Yeah, that's what we used to do back in the day.
It is. See what
You
he
got
does
some
here.
style points if you're able to use that one.
Yeah, there it is.
And here we go, trying to lock it up. Now you still almost had it.
Put it back on there.
And what a job by Grant here to fight off Jaleel Settles. Again, Settles a lot bigger here at heavyweight than Grant. And Grant able to at least stay off his back that time for the final minute of the first period. 3 seconds and winding. A 10-1 lead for Jaleel Settles as we head into period number 2. Settles will start the second period underneath.
Wow, that was interesting.
Good coaching there by, again, knowing what Settles was going to do and almost able to put him back. He had to try something right if
Yeah.
Grant almost worked out. Instead, Settles able to get the reversal.
Wow, was that called? Was that a call from the bench? That was interesting. To let go and just sort of let him sit and turn into you.
It almost worked out.
That was crazy. But that's listen, again, Settles is a guy that has a history with Penn, right? I mean, last year they had some battles.
Oh,
Get a-
yeah.
Get a book on him. You know, you see what he likes to do. And Dave's kind of coaching Settles through that one-on-one position there, telling him you got to push that one-on-one to the back pocket, which is a good. You got to get that shoulder to pop up, and then you can sort of drive him over. Go back pocket with it rather than just across his back.
Back underway, second period. Settles now on top. 14-1 lead for Settles, and you heard the bench say, we want a pin there for the Hawks. Grant doing everything he can to prevent that.
Grant does have a stall call, obviously, early. So it's got to change the way he wrestles from
If he
bottom
can get
here.
this turn here, it's going to be hard to fight off the back there.
Yeah,
Settles
watch
trying
that
to do it.
arm.
Grant, though, able to turn away and doing a great job of staying off his back. 53 seconds to
This
go
is
in the
that
second
position
period.
here where Dave's telling him you got to take that arm and almost shove it to the back pocket instead of keeping it across the back. Go back pocket, get his front right shoulder to start sliding up, and then you get under it, and you could drive him over. But Grant's being a tough one here. He's fighting it. He's getting that shoulder down, doing a heck of a job.
Settles now back to the one side, maybe looking to cross face. 30-second short time, period 2. Once again, trying to pull an arm out. There's that second stall against Grant. A point for Jaleel Settles. Or at least should have been.
Yeah, I guess they didn't award the point there, did they?
6 seconds and winding. Period 2 coming to a close.
You know, this is the different levels of wrestling, right? Where you get these teams, you got to have a coaching staff that's able to catch that, right? That point doesn't go up. That
And now that's going to be, I believe they're talking about it now. Should reward the point. And there it goes. 15-1 your score. Third period about to get underway. And here we go. And Settles with the takedown. And that'll do it. I think he was looking for some even more bonus points. He was like, yeah, I'll still going there, but that'll do it at 285 pounds. A big tech fall for Jaleel Settles and some more bonus points for the St. George's Hawks.
there's a lot of school pride in this gym, man. A lot of it from both sides, and you love to see it. That's what, not that wrestling is missing it, but wrestling up north is kind of missing this packed gym, for a Friday night.
Not like the
dual
old
meet.
days, right? In the
Yeah.
early, 2008 through 2000. I mean, all the way from 2000 until who knows. But now here we are back on the top, 106 pounds, and now St. George's with a 33-16 lead.
I tell you,
So you got to pin your way with 3 matches left. William Penn has to pin their way through the final 3, and boy, would that be something for a 34-33 win.
Julian Phillips here is maybe, I mean, talk about a gifted wrestler.
And here he goes, the number 2 ranked wrestler at 106 pounds, the junior Julian Phillips from William Penn, able to get the takedown, locking up something here on the near side.
I've seen him wrestle so many different styles, Nick. Aggressive, waiting, you know, picking guys apart. He knows his job here is to get 6 points for his team. He's wasted no time. He's got this cradle, and he's got a lot of time to try to secure this fall.
3-0 lead on the takedown from Phillips, giving him some backs that time. 7-0.
Good job with the half Nelson, pull him right across his lap. Mendick doing a good job fighting off his back.
Yeah, he is. Strong job by Mendick. And now some more backs, though, for Phillips, who is off to a heck of a start here a minute into period 1.
This is where maybe, and look, sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about, but just here looking at this, if you're Phillips, maybe now you're up 9-0. Now maybe start picking your spots of how you take him to his
looking
back.
for 6, right?
Right, yeah. So you don't want to get in a position where you end up getting attacked.
And if you are William Penn here, and they did lower St. George's 1 team point to 32, as we just see that here. So it's 32-16.
There was the team penalty for throwing the headgear from Dawson.
That was the second team penalty. Or is that, no, the first, excuse me. They had a
That
warning earlier, I believe, in the first match of the night. And now Phillips, once again, not content here with a tech fall, as Mendick, again, going to be stopped here, potentially dangerous with that head on the mat. 12.8 to go.
You know, potentially dangerous is a lot like a balk in baseball, right? It's the ref's discretion if you think it's going. Especially if it's the other guy, and, you know, it's always like, what are you doing? Why are you stopping it? But it's always for the, you know, the wrestler's best interest.
Quick switch attempt here from Mendick. Phillips staying right with him. Now trying a little lift here on the drive. 5 seconds short time, period 1 coming to a close, but all Julian Phillips 9-0.
This is a situation, both guys know their job, it seems like, you know. Both guys very aware of what needs to happen.
So Mendick will be on top here to start period 2. Julian Phillips underneath, 2 minutes on the clock. So here we go.
Curious to see how Mendick does on top here, if he's able to kind of neutralize Phillips for any time at all. Look at that. I mean, that's a stand-up from his belly.
Phillips reaching over the top, and look what he found. Mendick pulled him over now. Shoulders to the mat. Mendick, though, done a great job fighting off his back in this match.
Yeah, this is I mean, this is a situation where, again, both guys know their job. Both benches know what's going on here. I'm sure both fan sections understand how important this is for Phillips to get a stick here.
Approaching 1 minute to go in the second period. 106 pounds. Julian Phillips ranked number 2 in the state. Going up against Cameron Mendick, the freshman. And Mendick, as a freshman, 30-14 this year, so bright future ahead. But Julian Phillips, one of the creams of the crop here at the weight class for the Colonials.
I'll tell you, this weight class at the state finals, or state tournament in general, is going to be exciting, man. There's like...
So we got ceremony from Delaware Military Academy. Jade Newt. Quite going to be a fun tournament.
Oh, yeah.
As Phillips
for the stick here.
Trying to end things.
Can't let it break criteria. Yep.
And he got the tech fall. Those back points will give a tech fall victory to Julian Phillips. And now 5 points to William Penn as we head to 2 weight classes left as we go to 113 pounds. And this one going to be a good one, Josh. We talked about it. Should be Adrian Austin, the 4th-ranked sophomore at 23-6. Going up against another very talented sophomore from St. George's in Frank Satofsky.
This is it. I mean, we were talking beforehand, Nick, about how they sort of pick, you know, all the matches we've done together, they started right at the bottom and they worked their way up. I wonder if both coaches kind of got together and say, they put together their lineup and think like, hey, this could come down to these, you know, these last 3 guys can go either way.
Yeah, we were talking about that before the match. And now with 2 matches to go, an 11-point lead for St. George's. So if William Penn's able to pick up bonus points 5 and 6 here, some combination of that in the next 2 matches, we would go to criteria. But if they can get 2 sticks, William Penn would be the victors. And if St. George's can prevent either of those, they will be your Blue Hen Conference champs. 15 seconds in the first period. 113 pounds, Adrian Austin and Frank Satovsky. Reshot here from Austin. Defended well by Satovsky.
You haven't seen too much of Austin, but Satovsky, I can't say his name. I'm really trying here. I've seen him a few times, and he's got this, like, tall guy, lanky, like, you know, interesting style that I really like to see. It's like the Monsters, Inc. big, you know. It's interesting. I'm excited to
Both
see
of
how.
these guys pretty long for 113 pounds. Again, 2 guys you're going to see trying to get up on that podium at the state tournament.
Oh, Austin seemed to got a maybe head-to-head collision there, face-to-face. Both guys shot at the same time. Or maybe he caught a finger, huh?
Yeah, it looks like maybe a finger to the eye or something of that sort here. 46 seconds to go first period, still scoreless. A injury stoppage here for Adrian Austin.
Talked to Joe Arcangelo, Coach Joe Arcangelo before the
right.
match. He was almost vibrating with excitement. It was, you know, it was,
Love the energy he brings to the table.
Yeah, he was very excited to see the crowd, you know, from both sides showing up for tonight. Excited that, you know, we had 2 public school teams kind of, you know, putting it all, going for a championship and filling the gym.
Back underway. 30 seconds to go, first period.
Thompson controlling those elbows.
Coach Arcangelo picked up his 100th win at William Penn back on January 14th.
The school picked up their 700th, right? Was that a thing? Did you see
I'll
that?
tell you, Josh, I mean, those early years when I was a little kid growing up, those St. Mark's William Penn matches used to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to a couple of those as a kid, and you talk about the building just rocking.
Yeah. Still got one of those old portraits in my basement of St. Mark's and William Penn, one of the paintings they did back in the day. As we have a end of the first period here at 113, scoreless between Adrian Austin and Frank Satovsky. To the second period we go.
Both guys very active in the first period, getting after it.
And they are coming through the last couple of matches, so things could change. But again, we're going to have our wrestler of the match here after the few nominees here as Satovsky looking for the takedown, and he's got one to start the second period.
I'd like to see Austin start to build up here, try to get this thing back to his feet, but Satovsky's got a tight cradle, it looks like.
Talked about the leg. He's got the leg now, trying to work his way back here. But the leg is out for Austin, preventing it, yes. Now
Both
trying
guys,
to
like
flip.
you mentioned, very long. This is an interesting position here.
Satovsky trying to use the strength, now broke him down, now to the opposite side. Can he roll over from here? Austin
yeah, this is where you
fighting
want to be.
hard.
Satovsky bumping over is the ticket here.
And he's got some back, Satovsky.
Get that bottom knee in his side. Take the fight out of him.
One minute to go, second period. Back points coming for Frank Satovsky.
I mean, if you're Austin, look, you already gave up the 4 back points, right? Let's just get off the back. You don't have, or just hang here.
7-0 Satovsky, 45 seconds and winding second period.
Austin used a lot of energy there. He's not moving on bottom.
And the trainer going to come out.
hopefully he's okay here.
Yeah, hopefully Austin's okay.
Can't really see from our angle the cradle being kind of around that artery on your neck. Maybe he went out.
Injury time here. A scary scene initially there for Adrian Austin, who was a little not moving too much there underneath, but
It's getting silly
at least
here.
now seems to get back to his knees here. Yeah, he seems to be holding that shoulder on the right side. Yeah, we hope Austin's okay. Very talented sophomore. And we'll see if he's going to be able to continue this one.
Again, he sort of stopped moving there. I'm wondering if they called it. Joe Arcangelo just said that's it. Yep. It's the right
that'll
call.
do it.
Safety
Yep.
first.
Yeah,
here.
that did not look good. Again, just to be careful. Zatowski trying to show some sportsmanship here to help up Austin. Yeah, we hope he's okay. Zatowski will get the win here, and that will seal the deal for the St. George's Hawks, who are now your Blue Hen Conference champions for the first time since 2022. And again, you don't like to see it happen that way, but Zatowski was out in front, had a really good match ahead of him there. But we just hope that Adrian Austin is okay for William Penn.
Thankfully, he was able to get up and walk off on his own. That's a good sign usually.
Yeah, we'll reach out after the match here to see if everything is okay. Tough break there. But again, our thoughts are with Adrian Austin and William Penn there as we head to 120 pounds. Billy Pernot, the junior from St. George's, 23-17, going up against Nazeev Bush. And our final match of the night is underway.
Good shrug attempt there by Bush. Pernot was able to circle out of it, keep it standing. Match is out of the question now. I'm very.
It's been a long night.
It's been a long night.
We were here a little bit before JV started at 6 o'clock.
The duel is out of reach now for Penn, but there's still, there's some pride on the line here, right? Like,
absolutely.
Still got to go out. And
Always is in wrestling, that's for sure.
This is a couple guys that could match up in the conference tournament here in a couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah.
The dual state tournament's here in a week or so. So definitely want to make a statement if you can.
And now, Josh, again, we're going to be tasked with coming up with our wrestler of the match. And I know it's been a heck of a match here at St. George's, but to me, at least when we look down here, you look at 175 and 190, the two toss-up matches that St. George's won late down the stretch in that third period. Huge decisions that went the way of Aiden Dawson and Maddox Shoup. And I think maybe one of those two guys might have to take it home.
Yeah, I agree. Shoup with the last minute.
Like, might go co-wrestlers of the match.
That's fun. I like that.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. And that. Yeah, what decisions there? I mean, we'll talk to Coach Dave Williams and. "17 seconds and winding, scoreless here in the first period. Last match of the night at 120 pounds between Nazeev Bush and Billy Pernot.
Bush has got an underhook here, controlling the edge of the mat.
And we got a final from Benny Mitchell. It's official downstate. CR with a 44-25 victory over the Laurel Bulldogs, who are also having themselves a very nice year.
They've kind of come on strong, haven't they?
CR?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Laurel's having a heck of a year, too.
They are, really.
So for CR to kind of go down there.
Yeah, you look at the team rankings. Laurel, the second-ranked team in Division II, going up against the second-ranked team in Division I in Caesar Rodney. To the second period we go, still scoreless here at 120. But CR getting hot at the right time. You said it. It's going to be a fun Team State Championships coming up.
So how does this work? They'll sort of do like a home dual meet for everybody in the first round?
I believe so now, right? Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Then to Smyrna, like the old days. I mean, Josh, you guys at Del State still, right? You never got to Smyrna.
Yeah, we didn't do Smyrna.
My freshman
I don't think I've
year,
ever been in the gym at Smyrna.
Wow. My freshman year, we were Del State when we won our state championship that year. And then after that, we were at Smyrna. And unfortunately couldn't close out any of the next three. Just a few matches away from claiming another one. I think you're right. I think I blame the Smyrna gym for that now that we think about it. We should go back to Del State.
Any chance you can, blame Smyrna. That's what.
Smyrna, one of the longtime great historical wrestling programs in the state of Delaware. A whistle and a stoppage here. And
Coach Kurt Howell was in the building tonight.
yeah, Coach Kurt Howell had a chance to wrestle with some guys they know my age back then in Zach Boyles. And one of the many great Boyles from down there in the Smyrna area.
Nice single leg there by Pernot. See if he can circle to it. Bush doing a good job. Staying strong here, hip it in. Pressuring on the hips, keeping Pernot from advancing and circling.
44 seconds and winding.
Bush got
some
blood
time here as well with 40.7 to go in the second period.
That's a pretty good one, looks like. It's been a fun night, man. It's been a really fun night.
And a lot of energy. We knew that coming in about these two fan bases. It was going to be a fun, energy-packed stadium. And if it wasn't, something would have been wrong. And we definitely did get that here tonight. And always a little bit chippy. And that's just, of course, the way that it goes. It comes with the territory.
Yeah. It's fun. You know, I think
as long as everything stays civil, always fun, for sure.
That's what we're hoping for here.
And
it is all
we've
about the
rarely
kids
had
at the
any
end of the
issues,
day.
right? Always gets a little bit chippy, but nothing, again, never goes over the top. And they've done a great job here at St. George's tonight. Coach John Wilson here holding down the gymnasium. And
it's my English
fans
teacher
have been
in middle
great.
school.
Was he really?
Yeah.
How did I
Coach
not know
Wilson.
that?
Yeah.
My football coach at St. Mark's High School.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about that? When I was at St. Mark's, we had Coach Wilson and Coach Dave Williams, and now over both of them with the Hawks.
Yeah.
Back underway, second period, 37 seconds and winding to Z Bush and Billy Pernot rounding us out at 120. Been on the air for almost 2 hours tonight. Again, special thanks to everybody tuning in to our Friday night duels here that decided the Blue Head Conference Championship. And the St. George's Hawks going to claim that title here tonight for the first time since 2022. And we were at Newcastle last year. William Penn claimed it at their home gym, and St. George is able to do the same a year later. Second period coming to a close at buck 20, still 1-0 in favor of Bush. And that will be the scores we head to period number 3.
Yeah, I mean, you like to see the rivalry stay alive, right? William Penn runs away with it for too many years in a row. It's like, well, it's not really a rivalry, is it? You know, I mean, it's just two teams that don't like each other, but it's not, you know, one team's constantly winning. So it's good. It's good to kind of stoke that rivalry for next year, right? We just invested in next year, Nick.
Hey, we're not going to have to renew this one every year.
Right.
They were going to do it themselves.
Nice standing Granby attempt there by Pernot. Diving for that back ankle, see if he can take it high.
Now you look over at me, you talked about this rivalry in Division I, and a nice job there by Pernot on the reversal. When we look at some of these teams ranked in here, is there a new rivalry here in maybe Division I or Division II? Any of these teams, you know, Caesarani and Samarni's squad, Sussex Central's been in the mix. You know, Cape Henlope has been one of the top teams here in recent years. But I wonder if there's another new rivalry out there here in 2026.
Yeah, I mean, a new rivalry? I'm not sure. I know Charter, you know, I have hometown bias. They're doing some fun things there.
Oh, yeah,
Them
that's
and
Coach Dave
Caravel are
Williams,
fun,
former
yeah,
coaching
he started
staff
the
at New York
program there.
Charter.
That's
right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, anytime William Penn and Smyrna wrestle is always fun. But I got to be honest. I think William Penn just brings this energy, and they probably
Anytime
are
they wrestle, right?
Yeah,
Any team, no matter what the team is, it looks as a rivalry match.
they bring a swagger with them that is just, you know, you either love it or you hate it. And they're one of my absolute favorites to watch in a dual meet situation. If you go to an individual tournament, look for the William Penn section. You know, watch that. They're fun, man. They're really fun. I wasn't a guy that went to William Penn. I was a guy that probably should have because of the feeder program. And the thing I don't regret not going, but I do feel like I missed that, you know. Hodson was awesome, but, man, Penn's got something to it's just
Always have right over there.
it's like for life, man. You look in that crowd, there's guys that wrestled at this
That's
program,
right.
you know, for years, and they follow the team, and they
And you love to see that. Again, whenever you can see that, that's always the best. You love to see those guys coming back and giving back and paying attention, rooting their guys on. 5 seconds short time, 2-2. We could be heading overtime in our final match of the evening, and why not?
give them their money's worth. I love it.
Some free wrestling here
Let's
on
go to
a
a
Friday
ride out.
night.
Let's go. Let's do it all.
Sudden victory. Can we get to that?
Jordan's loving this. He's standing up.
Jordan's son of a wrestling coach, so he's full aware, a long time, been in the wrestling business. And here we go, overtime at 120 to take us home. Bush and Perdot. Takedown wins it.
Nice shrug.
That'll do it.
That'll do it.
And St. George's, your Blue Hen Conference champions, and adding a little style onto the end. A 41-21 victory over William Penn. And what a night on 302 Sports as we have the handshake here.
Listen, this is one of those classic, like, look, the scoreboard is not going to reflect.
Oh no, what
Yeah.
we had some good matches
Yes.
tonight.
This was a fantastic dual meet. Both teams looked fantastic. Great job by both teams, really.
Well, Josh, thanks again for hanging
Yes,
out. We've
sir.
got a little bit more to do here in the post-game show. We're going to be joined by our wrestlers of the match. No chain, but interview coming. So we'll be right back on the headsets in a moment. And now, quickly checking back in here, Nick Allison, Steve Philippus, going to be joined by your wrestlers of the match here in a moment. And welcome back in here, 302 Sports. Nick Allison, Josh D. Philippus. And we're going to be joined by JT Gunter, who was trailing late down in that match, used the lap drop, and able to get the victory late. We're going to be joined by him here in a moment. And here
What's
we
up, man?
go, J.D. Gunter.
Want me to give him the headset?
Yeah, we'll give him that headset here as we bring him in. J.D. Gunter, congratulations, our 302 wrestler of the match. And wow, let's just talk a little bit about this one. Oh, what a match here, you guys fighting for a Blue Hen Conference Championship. Once again with William Penn, it seems like every year it's you guys coming down to the stretch. What was the mindset? What was Coach Dave Williams talking to you guys here before you went on the mat tonight?
Going into the match, you know, we knew it was a big matchup. We knew certain guys had to win, certain guys had to perform above their ability maybe, and we all just had to go out there and get the job done.
Now walk us through your match. Late in there, a couple of shifts in the lineup for William Penn. You're trailing late, able to hit that drop late in the match, get the victory. We were just talking to Coach Dave about you. You know, first couple years, didn't go out last year, got you back out this year, and you're able to do stuff like that. How was it out there? What was going through your mind there in the final couple of seconds there before you hit that drop late?
I knew I was down 3 points. You know, he had that takedown. I knew it had short time left, about a minute, so I had to go out there, and I knew I needed a 7-point move, so went out there and did my best and got the pin.
Yes, you did. You had a couple other guys down the stretch, and Aiden Dawson and Shoop that got big wins.
Yes,
what
sir.
was that like from a team perspective to see, you know, those matches come down to the wire, you were able to steal a bunch of those, and then on their way to a decisive victory here tonight? What's the feeling over there in the locker room?
It was great. You know, at practice we're working our hardest, putting in the work every day. And just to see those guys perform, it was just really amazing.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Gunter, our wrestler of the match, JT Gunter. And what's the key here now to keeping this going for you guys as a team here as we get close to that team's duels and, of course, your guys' individual success here around the corner with the individual states?
Yeah, just keeping the momentum going and just putting in the work that we know we can, succeed.
There you have it. JT Gunter, thanks so much. Your wrestler of the match. Big win tonight down the stretch. If you didn't see it, make sure you go back and check it out. Congratulations on the Blue Hen Conference Championship.
Thank you.
There you have it, guys, and welcome back in Josh DeFilippis. Thank you, sir, our wrestler of the match. And Josh will put a bow on it here before we head out of town. What a match here. It was a thrill to be back with you for another dual meet with the Blue Hen Conference Championship on the line. Jordan had a heck of a time with us here on the camera as well. Put a bow on it for us. St. George's gets the win, first time since 2022.
I'm thrilled to have been here to see it, Nick. Listen, obviously, I love St. George's. I love William Penn. I love that they hate each other. That's one of my favorite things about it.
Makes for some fun matches.
It was fun. It was a fun night, and it was much closer than what the score is going to reflect. Right? Go back and watch it. If you're just tuning in, you missed a good one. So that's it.
There you have it. For Jordan, Josh, and myself, Blue Hen Conference champions have been crowned here tonight. It's the home team, the St. George's Hogs. So thanks for everybody who tuned in. We will see you just around the corner in team states, individual states, all coming up. Wrestling starting to heat up here in the first state. So make sure you stay tuned to 302 Sports the rest of the way for all the latest information. That'll do it for us here on the road. St. George's, your Blue Hen Conference champions. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, sir. Great job. What a match. A lot of fun again, as always.